We've got a wizard. We've got two of the best high flyers in the world. We've got the Owen Hart tournament creating some dream matches with the brackets being announced and new ROH Women's Champion. This is Wrestling Bants, and you know what that means. I'm back again for another review. It's AEW Dynamite. Let's do this. It kicks off with Adam Cole, baby, making his way to the commentary table. He's doing commentary for the upcoming match. And what a match to kick off the show. This is professional wrestling at its best. Jethro, Nero, Hardy going up against Bobby Fish. What a match. These two veterans of the ring put on a classic for the opening match of Dynamite this week. I'm loving these opening matches recently. We've had some classics last week's and now this week's. This Owen Hart qualifiers are really kicking up some great matches, just getting us prepared for what is going to be an epic Owen Hart tournament throughout the matches, the lineup. We'll get to the brackets in a little bit. But this match, like I said, top notch, top quality, very, very good. I'd say the only little thing I could say that was a little bit off was the finish. Took Jeff Hardy about half hour to climb up the top rope and hit his swanton bomb. Bobby Fish selling his arse off for it. 1, 2, 3. Match finishes. Out come the Bucks. I don't think you really needed the Bucks out there. I guess you had a little stare down, little teaser between them and the Hardys, which was pretty cool. And then Matt Hardy having a bit of a seizure, giving his delete. But apart from that, good opening part of the show. I did enjoy the William Regal video package. That was brilliant. If we didn't have a knife, we wouldn't stab you. We'd slice you down the face, leave a scar so you remember it for every day of your life when you look in the mirror. What a sick motherfucker. But Blackpool Combat Club have another 6-man squash match, basically. This is becoming kind of boring, to be honest with you. It's the same thing every week. It's just them against 3 guys that you know they're going to absolutely destroy. I want to see them back in singles action, to be honest with you. Danielson and Moxley kind of being forgotten about. It's like Wheeler Yuta, yeah, he's the flavour of the month. Yeah, they're bigging him up. But we've got 2 stars there that could be doing big things in this company, and they're just not using them. They're being put into 6-man tags. I want to see this Blackpool Combat Club start to dominate, start to win some belts, start to win some gold. Let's get it moving, shall we? John Moxley's number 3 in the rankings. Surely he is next for whoever wins between CM Punk and Adam Page. Surely he's next, or Bryan Danielson. But yeah, they beat up the Butcher, the Blade, and Angelico. Best thing about this whole Blackpool Combat Club so far has been William Regal on commentary. He has been outstanding. Absolutely fantastic. Showing them how it's done. Taking the piss out man with a mask. I don't know. But that's probably, for me, been the best thing about the Blackpool Combat Club so far is Regal on commentary. Fantastic. Starks and Hobbs are backstage. Now, these 2 are impressively weak, by the way. I just want to see more of them. More of them, please. We're going to get to see Starks next week as he's defending his FTW title after he was challenged by Jungle Boy. And I'm hoping Starks just rips through him. Could be a good match, but I don't want to see Starks dropping that title just yet. And definitely not to Jungle Boy. Hopefully Starks gets the win, which builds towards the tag match that they're bound to have. Starks and Hobbs versus Jungle Express, Jurassic Express, Jungle Love, whatever we're calling them. I just don't want to see them as the tag champs anymore. There are so many better teams in this company. And they should be highlighting that fact. Lee and Swerve won a match with Starks and Hobbs, and they'd be my first choice after, Starks and Hobbs win the titles, go on to Lee and Swerve. That'll be decent. Tell you what, Wardlow was just phenomenal tonight. That guy is over to the extreme. He is a guy that you're going to see on the top at some point in the near future. I'm loving everything MJF does, touches. It just turns to gold. He is the golden goose that just keeps laying those eggs for AEW, isn't he? He is the money. He is it. He is the one, the chosen one. He chose tonight. We all knew who his opponent, Wardlow's mystery opponent, was going to be. The clues were there. It was pretty obvious, unless it was a complete swerve. It wasn't. It was, in fact, William Morrissey, formerly known as Big Cass. He's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. Unfortunately, no Enzo. I thought that would have been pretty cool if he had like a one-night only sort of deal. But this Forbidden Door wide open as Impact Wrestling's own Morrissey comes in. But good match. Morrissey looked dominant, put a beating on Wardlow, but Wardlow was able to come through. What a moonsault he pulls off. How the hell did he do that? The agility of the guy. That was phenomenal when he landed on his feet. And then he was able to powerbomb the 7 foot bastard into oblivion. What the hell? How the hell did he manage that? Great match. Great finish. And finally, it looks like we're going to get that showdown we've been waiting for. Wardlow versus MJF. Contract signings next week in Long Island. MJF's hometown, his Graceland, where he is loved and adored. Wardlow's going to be the heel for the week. MJF's going to be a white meat baby face all the way. Should be interesting. Dynamite next week. I'm not a big fan of these contract signings, but I'm sure MJF, anything he's given, he just knocks it out of the park. So I'm not going to be surprised if he just doesn't make this absolutely fantastic next week, especially with it being in Long Island. Had an interview backstage. It wasn't anything special. It was Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, Ruby Soho, Tony Storm, and Tony Schiavone. And the funniest thing was that when they were referring to Tony and who was which, because that was, for me, the highlight of it. I suppose when you're looking at these 4 women, decent. Britt Baker, fantastic. One of the best in the company. Tony Storm, very good. Ruby Soho, brilliant. This women's division starting to look very stacked. And when you look at who's in the title picture at the moment, it only gets better. Got to say, Tony Schiavone had his work cut out for him tonight. He had a couple of interviews. He had to run around that building. He must be super fit. For me, Tony Schiavone is better in this position as the interview guy. You kind of like your Mean Gene from back in WWF, WCW days. I think that would suit Tony Schiavone a lot more than being a commentator. He doesn't offer a lot for me as a commentator. I'd much rather see Ian Riccaboni out there instead of Man with a Mask. JR's okay, but he's getting on. I love him, but we need to move on. And Ian Riccaboni is the future for me. Him or Kevin Kelly are the 2 best in the business at the moment as the play-by-play guys. And one of those 2 need to be hired quickly by AEW. We had a Hangman Page promo in the ring. He's healing it up a bit. Looks like he's going down that road for Punk. Of course, Punk will be the babyface. He says he's going to embarrass CM Punk. Can't wait for this one. This one's going to be lit. This one's going to be a great match. I'm pretty sure there's going to be Hangman fans in attendance for Double or Nothing. I wouldn't be surprised if that Punk gets booed out the building, to be honest with you. I don't know. Could go either way, this one. It's very interesting, very intriguing to wait and see what the crowd in attendance for Double or Nothing do. Can't wait to see that. There's a little video package of some geezer from Japan, Takeshita, or whatever they're calling him. He's on Rampage. He's making his debut. And Jay Lethal's not too pleased about that. He has a little something to say. He's with Sanjay Dutt and Satnav Singh. He challenges Takeshita for a match. Should be quite interesting. I don't know much about the geezer. Jay Lethal's fantastic, phenomenal performer. So I just hope they're not burying Lethal again, man. He is the top star and they should use him like, they should treat him like that. one of the longest reigning or the longest reigning Ring of Honor champions of all time, and they don't treat him as such. Give him the respect that is due. Jobbing him out to everyone. One of the best moments of this show, the best segments, was, of course, once again, the sports entertainer, the demo god, Le Champion, the pain maker. But no, now the new moniker and the best one of all time. The best one he's ever had. The Wizard has arrived. Do 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 do. That's right, Chris Jericho, now known as the Wizard of AEW, going up against Santana, and of course that muggle ain't gonna win. Filthy muggle, no chance. Had no chance against Chris Jericho, the Wizard. Santana brought it, but just wasn't good enough. No muggle's going to defeat a wizard. It's just not going to happen, is it? If Harry Potter's taught us anything. There was a bit of interference from Daddy Magic, Matt Maynard. Ortiz was out there, Hager was there, Angelo Parker, Daniel Garcia, all getting involved. Jericho gets the win. There's a beatdown afterwards. And they're completely outnumbered, Santana and Ortiz. There's no Eddie Kingston. And it leads you to think, where is this going? Surely it's going to be some sort of 10-man tag, something like that. There's going to be 2 other guys joining this. And who could be joining Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz? For me, there is one clear option. A tag team. You know they're not allowed to use them, so they're not allowed to bring them in. That sucks. That the Briscoes can't join this, because I think they'd be fantastic. Maybe, I don't know, open that forbidden door one more time. Gorillas of Destiny. Something like that, I don't know. Who do you think should join Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz to face the Jericho Appreciation Society? Do they stand a chance with a wizard like Chris Jericho? He's a wizard now. There's a little promo from Samoa Joe. He's coming for Jay Lethal. Too much information there. And then we get the Gun Club and the Acclaim. They're scissoring backstage. Jesus, what's going on? Probably one of the blandest promos, and his dad ain't going to be too pleased because he used to knock him out of the park. Brian Pillman, Jesus, son. That was hard to watch. He's enthusiastic. Out come the House of Black and absolutely squash him. Beat the crap out of him. Julia gets given a chair and you think she's turning. Finally, it's happening. After getting sprayed in the eye, bukakied by Malachi Black, you think finally, yeah, she's going to join him. Nope. Out come the Death Triangle in a crap beatdown. The House of Black just disappear, run away, whatever. And before we get Ray Phoenix and Dante Martin, we get a little promo from the Baddies. They're pretty cool, actually. I don't mind them. I'll watch Kira Hogan all day long. Yes, please. Ray Phoenix, Dante Martin. Let's get on that, shall we? Because that quite possibly was one of the best high-flyer matches I've watched in about the last 10 to 15 years. That was phenomenal. For me, the 2 best high flyers in the world currently. Ray Phoenix is leagues above a lot of people. There are levels to this. And coming quite close to him at the moment, Dante Martin, who has been forgotten about. He was a flavour of the month a couple of months ago, about 6 months ago. Kind of been forgotten about. His brother came back. Then he got re-injured again. Now he's on his own again. And unfortunately, Dante didn't get the win here. Good win from Ray Phoenix. Great match and a great way to end the qualifiers for the Owen Hart tournament. And now the brackets are set. And there is at least one dream match for me in there and for many others. We can't wait. But first of all, let's just go through the other matches. It's Ray Phoenix versus Kyle O'Reilly. That's going to be a banger. On that side as well of the brackets, we've got Samoa Joe going up against a Joker of the Pack. Who could it be? Who? I don't know, but they're leaving us in suspense. Could be Jay Lethal, maybe. That would make sense. I think that would really work. On the other side of the brackets, we've got Dax Harwood going up against Adam Cole, baby. And in the other quarterfinal, dream match, baby. All I can say is I can't wait for next week's Dynamite. And please, if Darby don't win, we riot. Please. Darby Allin versus Jeff Hardy. Dream match. But Darby has to win. Surely Darby has to win. You can't put Jeff Hardy over Darby Allin right now. What'd that do to Darby? Darby, for me, is one of the guys that should be winning this thing. Jeff Hardy don't need this. Jeff Hardy don't need a win over Darby Allin. Darby Allin needs a win over Jeff Hardy to make him a star. Take him to that next level. You serious? Well, the only way you could do it is if Hardy wins and Darby turns on him. Turns heel when they have a big feud. It goes for a couple of months. I don't mind that if they do that. But I doubt it. Let's see. We'll see. We'll wait and see. But Darby, man, for me, it's got to be one of the favourites to win the whole thing. Cole and O'Reilly, maybe. Samoa Joe, possibly. Whoever this Joker is, who knows. But I'm excited. Are you? For the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. I think that's the right name. Looking good. The men's side is stacked. Women's ain't too bad either. Ain't none too shabby. We'll get into that on another show when the brackets are finalised for them. Bit of back and forth interview sort of thing with Thunder Rosa. She says her piece out on the stage. Actually getting better on the mic like this week. Very good. Out comes Serena Deb. You want to talk about best women's rosters? Trust me, you can't say nothing if you ain't got Serena Deb on your roster. You can't talk shit. Like I said earlier about the Highflyers, the women's wrestling, there are leagues to this shit. There are some crap out there. But Serena Deb, you want to talk best of the best women's wrestlers. Serena Deb taught them how to wrestle. That's how good she is. And they will admit that she is the standard. She is the best. There are levels and she is right up there. Trust me, this match is going to be one of the best women's matches. I don't want to big it up, please. Shh. Don't want to hype it up too much and then, don't live up to expectations. So we'll just say this quietly so no one can hear. This match is going to be amazing. Show stealer quality. Trust me. Love the promo from Johnny Hungy. He's facing CM Punk next week. The Meat Man. Is he going to dance with the Meat Man? That was brilliant. That had me in stitches. Johnny Hungy, man, is going to be the breakup. Once this Dark Order thing, it's got to come eventually, surely. Once they break up, for me, the breakout star of this group has to be John Silver. I mean, while he's not exactly the most gifted in stature, like height-wise, vertically challenged, shall we say, he's got charisma. He's got a good look for me. He can work. He can talk. He's comedic. He's got it all. Full package, apart from being vertically challenged. Main event time, baby. And the ROH Women's World Championship is on the line. The unification match, the interim champion Mercedes Martinez going up against the Royal ROH Women's Champion Deonna Purrazzo. It was cool to see Bobby Cruz ring announcing, hearing his voice. Just fantastic again. I liked it last time when he was there, and I like it again. Like I said, there's leagues to this stuff. Bobby Cruz, best in the business, isn't he? Justin Roberts ain't too far behind, but he's behind him. Where's Ian Riccaboni? I wasn't too happy about that. He should have been out there commentating on this one. It's the ROH match. Give me Ian Riccoboni, please. To be honest with you, like I said, I'd rather have Ian Riccoboni over everyone. For me, he's one of the best in the business, along with Kevin Kelly as play-by-play guys, but they're not there. He's not there. So we make do. Hard-hitting match, this one. Very good. Slow-paced a little bit, but good women's wrestling. You can't deny. The AEW's women's wrestlers are very, very good. We had Mercedes Martinez, the AEW contracted wrestler, going up against Deonna Purrazzo, who I believe is an Impact contracted wrestler, wrestling for the ROH Women's Championship. Now that's forbidden door shit right there. Tell me about it. Good match, quality main event, just women's wrestling done well. Deonna Purrazzo, sign that girl up to AEW quick time. She's very, very good. Mercedes Martinez, bit of a veteran now, but she's still got it. Still quality in the ring. Still good at what she does. No doubt. Deservedly winning the title. Which means I don't think we're seeing Deonna Purrazzo back in AEW or Ring of Honor for a while. I think she was just there to do the job, drop the title, and that was that. Anyway, gotta say, I did enjoy this week's episode of Dynamite. It was very, very good. Let me know what you think down below. Thank you for everyone that has subscribed already. You are absolute legends. You know that. When you know, you know. Thank you very much for watching. And let me know what you think down below. Always comment, subscribe, like, all that lovely stuff. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. And I will see you next time. Stay